Hi, I'm Stuart J. Pearlman, and I want to welcome you to Stuart J's Lens, the tales of small business in McKinney. I hope you enjoyed today's tale. It comes straight from small business in McKinney.
Well, I grew up in San Antonio, but I've traveled all over the world. I've been to every continent except Antarctica and South America. Ultimately, I will go to South America, but not Antarctica. And I've been to 30-something states.
Why not Antarctica?
That is too cold. I lived in Chicago for 7 years, and that is enough.
Did sports get you interested in this line of work?
Actually, no. It was actually the medical mission stuff that we did with my parents.
Okay.
That got me more interested. So I saw the suffering that people had in the third world countries that didn't have access to medical care like we do here. Things that we would never contract because of vaccines they had. And that was really interesting to me. Even just deformities are looked upon as the devil's work. Deformities that are surgically correctable. When I was 16, I actually got to scrub in and observe some surgical cases. And I actually made rounds at the hospital with him, so that's kind of how I saw a lot of this stuff.
Where in the world, at this point in time, would you love to take your kids to?
Australia and New Zealand.
How come?
Because I've already been there and it's awesome.
It's awesome.
Beautiful. The scuba diving and the snorkeling is amazing. You have never seen the colors of coral and fish that you'll see there. The species are phenomenal. After you scuba dive that place, everything else is just not fun. I did not realize when we booked that trip that it was a huge country. I thought, oh, it's an island. Well, we'll just get a car and drive between cities. Well, each city is like a 6 to 12 hour drive. So we didn't have enough time on the trip to do that. Honestly, if I could go back, I'd go for a month to Australia.
That you can't go to a place more than twice?
No, but I like to go somewhere different every time because you're only going to live once. And even
Where'd you meet your husband?
At Texas A&M University. Whoop! Gig 'em eyes.
What do you think about them leaving the Big 12?
Well, I think it's good. Maybe we'll attract some high-quality recruits. Maybe we'll attract a good coach. I think we're going to get spanked for the first 5 years. Degree.
Where did you get your medical training?
The Dr. Scholl's school, which sounds kind of hilarious. The Dr. Scholl's. It is real. The school was started by Dr. William Scholl back in 1912. It is a real school. It's actually the second oldest podiatry school in the country. 4 years there in those not long, cold winters, and then 3 more years in downtown Chicago training at the county hospital. And another level 1 trauma center through orthopedics, through emergency medicine. I did a trauma surgery rotation, internal medicine rotation, man, I can't even remember all of them, radiology rotation, anesthesiology rotation.
What made you decide to go into podiatry? Why do you want people's stinky feet in your face?
That's what everybody says. Do you have a foot fetish? No! I do not have a foot fetish, though I do have this in my office. This is to educate patients. Actually, I knew I wanted to be a doctor, like my father. While I was in college and as I was growing up, I had shadowed him and some of his friends. This lady came from a podiatry school in Chicago, and she was just charismatic, and she just made it sound so interesting. And I thought, well, I don't even know what a podiatrist is. That's kind of interesting. So I went to their office and shadowed the female podiatrist for a whole summer while I was in college. And she was awesome, good at her job, loved her patients, had a great personality. Her patients loved her. And I thought, well, this is what I want. Because you could do surgery or procedures in the office, but you also had the patients like diabetics that you will have a lifelong relationship with. I was hooked after that. So. Because I'm the only 3-year surgically trained female podiatrist in all of McKinney. As far as personality, I think because I have traveled extensively and lived in other countries and cultures, I probably can relate to just about any person. I mean, you sit me in a room with somebody for 5 minutes and they'll know me inside and out. I mean, they'll know everything about my whole life, and I'll probably know everything about their life as well, Believe in treating my patients like I would treat a family member. or like I would want to be treated.
If you think you have a story to tell, send me an email. But I have to tell you up front, it better be good.